Well, DC comic book sales seem to be going up following James Gunn's recent DC plan for the future. And yeah, we have a lot to talk about when it comes to comic book reading, sales, what this does for the industry, how this
Yeah.
just changes it. It makes a good impact. What do we got here? Let's
I
see.
mean, something that's really cool to me is that these comic book movies, whether it's DC, Marvel, anything, they have source material. That source material's been here for
Mhm.
so long, and the movies have totally not overshadowed, but overtaken what comic books, the stories of comic books and all that. So,
Mhm.
this last week, when we got announcements from James Gunn about the current DC slate coming forward, or future DC slate going forward, he was very intentional about saying um, what inspired the movies and the source material that they're kind of adapting. I'm sure they'll be a little bit different, but
Mhm.
these exact books that he described are top sellers on Amazon, sold out on comic book shops, dude. It is
Let's see
so
it.
cool. You'd love to see that. For instance, Supergirl, Woman of Tomorrow, written by Tom
Mhm.
King, that is going to be the source material for the Supergirl movie that they're making,
Mhm.
which is very cool. And of course, this has been a book that's been recommended to me. This last year, I've gotten like a lot more into comic books, which has been really awesome.
Yeah.
And totally sold out on Amazon, every online place I could find. So I was like, I'm gonna go to the local comic book store just to try, to go see if they have it. So I went. He's like, dude, we sold out no less than an hour after James Gunn made his announcement. He's like, I tried to
Everyone pulled
stock up
up.
too. The distributor's out of copy. Like everything's on back order. He can't order any more for the
Wow.
shop. I thought it was so fascinating, dude.
Yeah, it's also nice to see. So, like you said, Supergirl's number one, Batman by Grant Morrison's number two, and then All Star Superman number three bestsellers right now on
You mean
on lines.
Superman by Grant Morrison, right? Or is it Batman by Grant Morrison?
Batman by
Oh,
Grant
got it, got
Morrison,
it.
and then the All Star Superman. I don't
Yeah.
know who's the original for that, but it's cool because, like we said, James Gunn name dropped the specific comics to research for Swamp Thing, The Authority, the Themyscira show they're doing, every
Yep.
single one, so that way you know what to expect. And so to have that direct comic book reference, it's good for, of course, comic book authors. It's good for comic book
Huge, dude. Yeah.
creators and, like you said, distributors, and it's good for people out there to understand. Like, look, they're now their source material. Go out there and
Yeah.
read it, enjoy it, to see the amazing stories that are out there, not
And
just in film.
comic books are extremely daunting at first.
Hmm.
Like, let's say a movie
Good point.
comes out or whatever, and you wanted to read something about it. It's it's really hard to just say, "Oh, I'll just buy this compendium with a bunch of different issues in it," because you're not actually
Yeah.
getting a story. You're just getting like picked out pieces of this character from
Hmm.
different stories. It's like, where do you even start? But I
Yeah.
saw this with Moon Knight a lot because Moon Knight was a character that wasn't necessarily known as much, and
Hmm.
so people are like, "Oh, I would like to know more about him." And here's the comic books. There's not a ton of comic books about Moon Knight, so it was very easy to say, "Oh, I want to do this line by this person." Like, you know what I mean? Like it's already there.
Yeah.
Whereas Iron Man, if you wanted to read an Iron Man comic, there's 50 different runs by 50 different authors spanning however many years. Like
Yeah, a lot,
where do you even
dude.
jump in? So
Hmm.
this is really cool. Superman and Supergirl. They've had comics for so long. Where
Hmm.
do you jump in? Well, here's the
Now you
source
know.
material. Here you know. You can check it out if you'd like to. And I think
Hmm.
that's awesome. I think it's so cool to be promoting comic books and having these sales happen, even though this is all for movies and TV shows. Like this should be the byproduct of every single movie that comes out, is a huge comic spike in the movies that you're making, I think.
Absolutely. And like you said, you make a great point that even more obscure characters and people that we don't know, Batman the Brave and the Bold. I don't know about Damian Wayne Robin,
Yeah.
but people are like, oh, now they're gonna go more mainstream. The Authority, another team, right? I don't know about these people. These characters are gonna come into the light, and we're gonna start seeing more obscure characters that are like even Peacemaker. People had no idea who he was.
Right.
Now he's a household name now, so it's cool to see. It's like just do the research, put in the time, and you'll start to understand who these characters are. You can form your own arguments, opinions, stuff like that.
Hmm.
Now we got the comic book
And
backstories.
you know, it's a
Yeah.
beautiful thing. If people aren't interested in the comic books too, they don't have to check them out. But if you are, you know exactly
Hmm.
what you can go check out. And I will definitely be getting Supergirl, Woman of Tomorrow eventually when it comes out, because I think the art style is really, really cool in there. I'm excited to check that out.
Will you be getting these comics?
Will you be
Let us
checking
know.
out these comics? Yeah, that's funny.
Let us know. No, seriously, let us know if you're interested in the DC slate, if you're getting comics, if you're trying to pick them up. Good luck online, I guess. That's
Yeah,
it.
absolutely.
It's happy for me to hear it. I'm happy to hear it.
I am happy too. I hope that Marvel follows suit with some of this too in the next announcement, saying like, oh, we're adapting this line, or this movie is
Yeah.
completely new. We're taking characters from this, and this, but this is a new storyline you haven't seen yet. I would love to hear that.
Yeah.
That'd be really cool. So thank you guys so much for watching, and we'll see you. Well, actually, this is episode 97 of Freeze Frame. If you want to listen to the entire episode, you can go to audio platforms, check out Frickley Casual, Freeze Frame, Strictly Casual. It's a little yellow box and it says Freeze Frame. You can click it right there. Thank you guys so much for watching, and we'll see you on the next one. Peace out.